Hi and welcome back to my channel. My name is Esther and I make videos about dating, sexuality, body positivity and other taboo topics. And today I'm back with a dating story time. I've done one of those previously, so if you click up there you can find that. Let's get into this one. So a little disclaimer. A few weeks ago I kind of changed my approach to dating. Like for a long time I was kind of like dating for like to find like a relationship, and then I realized I don't think that's what I want right now. So yeah, so kind of my outlook kind of changed a little bit. So yeah, just a little disclaimer of that before I go into this, because this is not something I used to do, but alright. So anyway, I am swiping away, matched with this guy on Tinder, and started talking. He was from the States. I'm in Australia, if you don't know. He was from the States. He was here for work, but when we matched, he was only going to be here in Brisbane until the next day when he was flying to Melbourne, and then he was flying back to the States. So we started talking, seemed fine, kind of had like a bit of a connection there, and then he was like, oh yeah, let's meet up, they want to meet up for drinks tonight. And I'm like, okay. So I would have not done this. Like I would always talk to people for like a while before meeting up with them, but I was like, okay, well, getting out of my comfort zone here and let's just do this. So yeah, so we kind of were talking, and then we met up for drinks at like 10 p.m. I think it was on a Wednesday or a Thursday, which is also something I usually don't do. I don't go out drinking during the week, but figured why not? So so met up with this guy. First of all, I get there and he was originally saying that he was 6'5". I am 5'11", so I was like, okay, I can wear heels. I get there. This guy is the same height as me, so he was definitely not 6'5". And I know it's superficial, but it's the one physical thing I can't get over is when a guy is like my height or shorter than me. I need someone that's taller, that makes me feel small. So that was already kind of like, but then I'm also the nice person that I'm not just gonna like leave. So we started talking. It became pretty apparent immediately that he already was freaking wasted. Like he was so drunk, and I was like, okay. So we sat down at this bar. It was like really loud, so we ended up going to a different bar, and we were just talking, and this guy kept just like saying how much he hated French people, how much he hated Canada, how much he hated San Francisco, and I was like, I love San Francisco, shut up. Anyway, so I was just kind of like, yeah, he was really kind of judging people the whole time. A thing that really freaking annoyed me and I found very inappropriate was when we were at the first bar where it was quite busy. There was this couple, and the woman was probably like 20 or 30 years older than the guy, and they were like making out, and he took out his phone and he was like trying sneakily to like, he was Snapchatting them. He was like filming them making out and then sending it to his friends, and I was like, that's really inappropriate, dude. Like, what the fuck are you doing? So yeah, that was a bit of a red flag going off there. Anyway, so we're at this other bar and we're like talking, and then he's like, oh, you're not very talkative, you're not really asking me any questions. And I'm like, well, it's because you keep asking me questions, dude. Like, so I was like, okay. So that got a bit weird, and then he kept complaining about how he was sharing a room with his work colleague that was very obese and had very bad hygiene and snored really loud. And I was like, great, because, you know, we knew what the intention was here. Like, the intention was for me to go back to his room with him. But yeah, so he kept saying that, and then I was like, okay, I'm not going to your room if you're sharing your room with some dude, like, no. Anyway, kept on chatting, and then it was like, I think 11:30, 12, and he was like, oh, do you like want to come up with me? And I was like, no, I think I'm gonna go home. So I left. Yeah. So that was my sort of attempt for a casual thing, which did not work out very well because the guy was creepy. So yeah, that wasn't the best experience, but I got out there, I got out of my comfort zone, and even though the guy turned out to be kind of a douche, I'm kind of glad I did it. But yeah, so that happened, and I'll keep you posted on my dating adventures. Obviously, I'm not gonna make videos about every single date I'm going on, but if I think it can be a good story, it can be funny, I will let you know. Please down below in the comments leave your craziest, most awkward date stories. This is definitely not my most awkward or craziest date story, but please leave yours down below, because I like to hear people's experience and, you know that we're all in this together, people. Alright, so if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and I'll see you next time. Bye!